Alright, continuing on my some older locks here. I've got a this Corbin Ruswin. There it is, Ruswin. Not just Ruswin, not even Corbin. Pre-Ruswin. Pre-Corbin. Look at that key though. Oh, how beautiful is that? So this is a pretty old lock. I forget exactly how old, but quite. Cool format. This whole thing extends. I'm going to give it a pick, and then when we pull it apart, you'll see the some of the interesting features on it. Clamp that up. Let's just make sure the key works nicely. It does. Obviously, it's a little bit scratched up. It's had a bit of life, which is fine. Put the keyway in there. Give it a pick. Now, these also have ball bearings under each of the key pins, so that can make positioning on them a bit more tricky. Could we just set some things maybe? I don't feel like we're getting anywhere that way. I'm going to try turning the tension the other direction. See if that gets us some better results. Yep, that's not a good sound. Oop. Yep, there we go. Got there in the end. All right. Having not picked this before. Now, how does this come apart? So the key needs to go that way. These things appear to be like riveted in solid. So not that way. So let's try and undo this big screw. What does that do? That makes the whole thing longer, which is just a cool design. I think that's as far as it goes. Ah, got a bit stuck there. All right, so we got that long thread on the back, and then these two that just like holds it together, couple the core to the actuator. And with that long thread that pulls this housing in and out. So the idea is that you can extend this out to however wide your door is. And it will fit a variety of applications rather than needing different size ones with long actuator pieces. So that is very cool. So that's cool feature number one. See if we can take this off. Now locking it back up. It's a long screw. Got this little piece there. All right, we need a follower. My desk is a disaster area. Heck, my followers go. Oh, it is. Messy. Just because I haven't gutted this before, I very much doubt I'm going to need a shim, but would not be a bad idea. We can also probably pull this plate off the top and do it from that way if we really needed, but we'll go this way. That's a bit bigger than normal. Slightly larger core diameter, and here we go. So, come to those in a minute. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pins. We need our tweezers, which are, yep. So it looks like a standard driver and a ball bearing. Standard driver and a ball bearing. Standard driver, ball bearing. Now the ball bearings, other than your lockpick, if it's quite a pointy tip, will just slide right off. That makes them quite a bit harder. Also really act for excellent wear resistance. So like you can get way more key operations with ball bearings before you're going to wear the pins down. That's partly the idea. Probably good for anti-drilling as well, because that'll be like proper steel. There you go. So nothing super interesting there. Obviously no like countermilling or anything like that. It's not challenge lock. Just a normalish looking core. There's our look down that keyway. Not too challenging there. Yeah, cool ball bearing on the key pin, and drivers I think are not too exciting. I think they're mostly just all standards. Yep. 1, 2. They do appear to be of different lengths, which is nice to see. Balanced stacks, always good. Just pull some of these springs out. One. Oh yes, there's another feature. To prevent overlifting or like comb attacks, at least one of the springs contains a little pin in it, which I'll get a close-up of in a minute. Yeah, just the one. Oh, so then there's our main body. So there it screws in and out. Yeah, that would go like that. in and out. So here's the close-up of our pins. The ball bearing's going flying. Here's what I mean. So this spring here, it's got this little bit of brass inside it, so you can't compress it down as far, only that much, which means you won't be able to comb pick it and overlift everything. So you can see we've got one's upside down. Got that little tail piece on the end. Hopefully you can just see that. Obviously a remnant of manufacturing. So yes, we can add those together. Pretty clearly balanced. Which is good for wear as well. Even spring pressure, etc. Makes the lock last a lot longer. There you go. So that is this vintage Ruswin cylinder. Very, very cool old lock.